problems at home, loss of appetite, or even sleepless nights? Get it off your chest.
I just hate when that happens. When I'm about to say something and something just fly up in my throat like come on, and you back give me back. All right, wake up call this morning. Class has resumed. Good morning, Karen. Karen say hold that tune right so. How, like so? Or like so? Or like so? Hi. Watch your time in this place. Anyways, y'all, you guys have had enough break for the morning. Time for class to call back in. Come on. Y'all remember that kind of school bell, eh? The one from back in the day, boy. Once you hear that, listen, drop everything and run. Especially if you have the kind of principal that is very stern. Once you, listen, you can't get caught outside, you know. You cannot get caught outside, you know. In high school, I think for the first year or 2 years, the principal of GHS when I entered was Mrs. Duggan. And she was feared by many students, feared and respected by many students. All you had to say was, Mrs. Duggan is coming. And you would see people scatter. Scatter. You don't want to be caught outside. You don't want to be caught doing the wrong thing. And some people used to take it as a joke. So you say, look, Miss Duggan, everybody scatter and go in the seat. And she is nowhere near, like she don't even, come on, up in her office or something. Yeah, man, there are a couple teachers like that, a couple principals like that. Yeah, well, in my day, that is. You just don't mess around them. It's not that they were evil or anything, but they were just very strict. No nonsense. No nonsense whatsoever. All right? Okay, so let me play back the voice note there for you. First of all, Vincy Bajan says, good morning, Miss Pick Me. I did my homework. Did you? Did you really do your homework, Vincy Bajan? So let me play the voice note for you. And I want your opinion. I want to hear your responses. You take it over from here, all right? Hit me up 4301043. We're live on Facebook right now, YouTube and Twitch at Extreme104 SVG, all right? Let me play it again.
Morning, Crystal.
Good morning.
All I could hear is carnival, jump up. I don't hear nobody talking about going to church and, serve God. And all I hear is about all in taking the vaccine because of carnivaling thing. We ain't get carnival for 2 years. We ain't get this for 2 years. What about God? Nobody ain't putting God in front of nothing. Huh? All they telling people, even though you all take the vaccine, you all could still catch COVID. So I don't see the sense of jumping up. Because you take the vaccine, you might still catch COVID. You understand? Some people make up their mind to take it, some people don't make up their mind to take it. It's time to stop forcing the people what they don't want to do. And I don't think people should lose in their job because of a vaccine. You understand? I don't see why people should lose their job. That is not fair at all.
All right. So a couple of things the listener touched on there in that voice note, right? People saying, or people promoting, or people encouraging others to take the vaccine because of carnival, cultural activities, entertainment, really and truly, entertainment, right? As opposed to, I guess, people encouraging others to take the vaccine because they want to go back to church. So in all of the talk on COVID-19 and all of the things that we have not been allowed and able to do, take advantage of, get done, there is no talk about God. There's no talk about church. There's no talk about religion and so on and so on and so forth. When it comes to our spiritualism, there is little to no talk about that. That is one point. The second thing there is what happens to your body when you are vaccinated. Right? That's the second thing that I'm pulling out there. So even if you are vaccinated and you come into contact with somebody who is COVID-19 positive, you could still get COVID-19. So essentially, the jump up, the surprise birthday party, carnival themed party that happened in Mustique should not have happened, because even though you are vaccinated, you could still catch COVID. That's number 2. Number 3 coming out of that, to tell somebody, if you do not take Pfizer or Sputnik or AstraZeneca, your employee, to tell them, if you do not take any of these, you will be put somewhere else to work or you will lose your job. And that is unfair. Those 3 things I pulled out of that little voice note there. It was just 58 seconds long. Those are the 3 things that I pulled out of that voice note. And during this segment, I do not want to comment. I want you to comment. I want to share your views and how you respond to either of those 3. Right? Pick anyone and let us go. I do not want to comment. Maybe until the very end. You share your views. All right? There are some people who would say that you can only hear one side of the argument over and over and over. I have my own stance on vaccinations and COVID-19. Some people say it's biased. Some people say it's imbalanced. So I'm not going to comment on this. Take it away. Take it away. 457-1043, 430-1043. That's WhatsApp. You could call. Take it away. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Happy hump day.
Same to you, my dear. What's
I'm
up?
choose idea. We could have been done Mustique, but we choose not to get a vaccine. That could have been us, but we're not vaccinated.
Okay.
But any topic of being including God and religion into the COVID conversation. If God create COVID, because remember God in control of everything. So we're going to ask God to help us on anything that He create. God give you COVID, so why God going to take it away? Since He is in control, God knows best. Secondly, nobody never say we can't catch COVID with the vaccine. The vaccine is to give us a better chance of surviving COVID if we catch it. So the notion that, okay, if you get vaccinated, you could still catch COVID, the argument should have done a year ago. This is almost 2 years and now we're still talking about catching COVID with the vaccine.
Okay.
Thirdly, open up the place. I don't agree with no forcing nothing, because at this point in time, the statistics are already out there that people are surviving COVID with the vaccine, and also people are surviving COVID with the vaccine. With or without, you could survive it. With or without, you could dead. So I'm just saying, open up the place, and who dead, bury who mash up church from day one, me say that. You know what I'm saying? So, and people who say they want to go heaven, they're afraid for dead. If you have so much faith in a heaven, I'm going to religion talk now with the COVID thing. If you say you have so much faith in a God, and you have so much faith that after death you're going to experience heaven, or wherever the Muslims go or wherever the Hindu people go, this is a one-way ticket and a non-stop ticket to where you say you want to go. vaccinated. Plain and simple.
Okay.
Because get vexed at the authorities because they shut down. Look at the boy in you when they had a little jump up in leg. You pull him in the chop by here and felt gunshot after me friend Charboy. Big up yourself, Charboy. What is the difference between the people them in lie and the people them in Musty? They claim everybody down they vaccinated. I beg to differ. I think them are lie. But it is what it is. And money talk, BH walk. That all it boils down to. The rich could have fun and the poor have to sit down there and run from police.
Okay.
So it is what it is. COVID is here to stay with us. Have to learn to adapt our life to COVID and eat healthy food. Look at Minister Caesar say we have to produce organic food because the hoteliers want more organic food. We should have been eating organic food years now.
Did he say organic food or produce food, point blank?
Well,
I think he was talking about, I played that yesterday, I think he was talking about producing food. And there's a hotel that is about to open up. He didn't mention the name of the hotel. So I'm probably, I wonder if it's La View because that's the only one that is set to open very, very soon. All the others are still,
you're right. But
all the others are still under construction. But he said that he wants to get 100% of the food from here.
From here, well, he need to push the organic thing because that's a very valid point to make back. Food grow home is not necessarily organic. So if you come home and me want to smoke a split, me have to make sure locals because they have some seed that is coming from overseas. Does make me high. Think a coke then give me to smoke and next time me go lay down and me
Max,
wake up.
You are something else, boy.
Me whole vacation, me sleep
right.
because they man give me some wheat and
okay.
ham. Me want
don't go down there.
Up in the mountain.
Okay,
so
all right.
Anyway,
so when you come home, start yourself. All right. Okay, bro.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much. You can go back to work now. Have a good day. Max is a classic. CLASSIC classic. All right, like I said, you take over right now. If you were listening from the beginning of this segment here, I highlighted 3 points from that voice note. All right? Pick one or two or three or all of them. Let me hear your views on it. All right? I ain't saying nothing. Let's go with some of your responses. Somebody says that woman is selfish because the churches were never closed. But Carnival, the national festival, has been out. Was it bring some water in, please? Thanks. Tap water. You can't drink cola. Thanks. All right? Right. Because has been out for 3 years almost. All right? Somebody delete the message. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, thanks. Big up yourself, yeah? God bless you. Amen. Hallelujah. God bless you. So let me play this one here for you. I hope I'm going with faith because I ain't listening to it. But let's go. Wait now, man. This thing tossed here.
Good morning, Crystal.
Good morning, dear. How are you?
I am a fully vaccinated person. I, however, do not think that any business or government entity has the right to ask someone to inject something in their body against their will. And the fact is, these businesses are not responsible if something should go awry with the vaccination in your system. They have no culpability. They are immune from suits. So therefore, why would someone be forced to take it? Either way, if you get ill from the vaccine, you may lose your job or they fire you from the job. I don't think that is right. When you give up your health to the government, you have no autonomy over yourself. They would dictate whatever they want. And this is just the beginning. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, same to you. Thank you. Some other responses going up. Somebody says, because church is still happening as normal. Come the man. Fair. Who cares about fair? That's just the rules of the game. Cannot read the last comment there. We'll get to your Facebook responses in just a bit, all right? Let me stick a pin on this one here. All right. I'm in my backyard packing up and only listening. I live in Canada and it's the same protocols everyone has to follow. With over 80% of the protocol vaccinated, the provinces are beginning to get back to somewhat normalcy. Remember I said, this segment here, you heard what the lady said. She says, nobody's studying God, everybody just studying carnival and gyrating and entertainment for COVID-19. Nobody talking about going back to church. Right? Right? All of that. She spoke about, what did she talk about in the voice note? Right. Once you're vaccinated, you still could catch COVID. So no gyrating for you. The third point in that, it is not fair to lose your work because you do not want to take the COVID-19 shot. Pick anything out of that. 1, 2, 3, all of them, 2 or the 3, whatever. Let me hear your responses on that this morning. Morning, Joshua. I kind of trying to, anyways. Here's another one. I totally agree with the lady that said nobody is talking about God. Vaccine is not the answer. God is the answer. All right. 4571043. I'm waiting on the responses. I'm gonna wait. And I will prove a point at the end of this segment here. All right? Let us go. Let me hear your views on it. Let me hear your views on the vaccine mandate. Let me hear your views on people not talking about church and people not going back to God and people not calling for church to be open or for church to be filled to capacity or anything along that line. And everybody talking about, they want to go back outside. They want to be able to party. They want to be able to have events. They want to be able to make money. Let us talk about that. All right? Okay. God did not create COVID. Some more responses. He gave man wisdom, talent, and they are abusing it. Church people lost their faith. All right? Let me see the time. Just a couple seconds on to the 9 o'clock hour. Now, there's something that I don't know if it is a certain level of comfort. If it is that, when I say comfort, I mean people are very comfortable with speaking off air or speaking off the record or speaking after we've had the conversation live on radio. I don't know if it's that people like to connect with personalities, because oftentimes I find when we have discussions on air, people who listen, they prefer to share their responses and share their thoughts about it off air after the fact, right? And I just want to encourage people, don't be, I know sometimes your hand might be in some maybe flour, you're trying to make bakes in the morning, you're trying to make breakfast, you might be busy doing something else, but sometimes they just don't want to get involved in the discussion while it is going, but you have a ton load of valid points and valid things to say. Hello, good morning.
Oh, yeah, Crystal.
Hey, what's up?
It's me again. I really didn't mean to call up, but I really have to. When I really listen to people, now everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Correct.
And let me pause to that. But when I listen to some people in this place, that's why I always call people here hypocrites. And all of us could really be because I ain't excluding myself. But the point I'm really trying to make, some people only talk about God in this country when they want to justify the wrong things that the people who they are in favor with do. When they want to justify that, they use God. You really realize that this country is divided. This country is divided so much, right? It is divided politically. It is divided socially. It is divided, I would say, spiritually, because when you check it out, it has two gods. I know there is one, but I'm saying that because that's how people behave here. Some people who are here mention God at times and watch watch the things that they support. God don't support those things, my friend. And they quick to jump and talk about God when they want to justify those things. What all I have to say on this, God is watching, right? And for the people who do those things, they are not going to get away with it. A lot of people doing things in this country here, and think that they will get away with it. They won't get away with it. They might get away from man, but they won't get away from God.
Okay.
On the other hand, regarding this whole vaccine thing,
Right.
Bill Gates, I could pull up the things them on YouTube. I mentioned this to you already. Bill Gates said explicitly on an interview on YouTube that if they use the vaccine in the right places and this and that, they could reduce the world population by 10 to 15%. The man says it. I don't know. We have some scholars in this country here, right? We have some scholars in this country here, historians, lawyers, and so on. Some people with bright minds, right? But I don't know why these people fail with a thing like this right now. This is pertinent issues we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Has to do with people's life. And there are some people who just sit down and fail to come out and defend what is really going on, right? But these people, this man said it up front, and the only impression I get from it when I look at what is going on right now, the agenda behind the vaccine is to depopulate the world. The man claimed that Africa, he mentioned Africa specifically, population would be doubled by the year 2050, and he is concerned about that. And if we use the vaccine in the right places and so on, we could reduce the world population by 10 to 15%. Look on Google, my friend.
All right. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it and verify your statement. All right.
Look, it's there. It's there.
Well, I could still double check. Not true.
Just type in Bill Gates
Yes, please.
and search, and you will find it.
All right.
It's there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So that is the whole agenda behind vaccine. You're welcome. Yeah.
All right. Have a wonderful day. All right. Keep them coming. The lines are open 457-1043. I know you're sitting down there and you're thinking, you have your thoughts, you have your opinions and your responses to it. I don't know if it's fair or if you're just really comfortable just talking after or talking with a friend next day or mumbling to yourself or cussing me on the breath, whatever it is, right? The platform is here.
Bill Gates and them elite is very wicked, and their main thing is to depopulate Africa because 6 in every 10 people born on earth is of African descent. And the biggest problem racist people have, the elite, is that Africans gonna overwhelm them number-wise and gonna take back what was taken from us. So that's one of the reasons they want to come depopulate Africa. But it's just something to think about. If COVID is so effective at killing people, why create a vaccine to make you survive from COVID if you want to depopulate the world?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for that response there. The lines are still open. Let's go. Keep them coming. 457-1043. Pick 1 or 2 or 3 from what I've shared before, and let us go. I'm going to play a voice note here. I have a comment to read, but the voice note. All right, let's go. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Hi.
I'm listening to the topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just for the listener's point of view, I am pro-vaccine.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I find it very odd and strange that a lot of these people are calling and share their opinions anti-vax. They usually pick up some sources that I wouldn't consider credible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, majority medical field wouldn't consider them credible. I hardly hear anybody referring anti-vaccine wise, like they do talk about WHO, PAHO, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Always they say and they read and it say and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have be fair. Yes, we have a human right of choosing for yourself. But at a particular point when we're displaying this type of ignorance, right?
Mm-hmm.
We as a population, we need to make decisions for everybody concerning the betterment of we as a not an individual but as a nation, as a global event now, right? That's how I watch it. I mean, I don't like paying taxes, but they decide that taxes is something that will benefit us all, correct? So sometimes we need people in authority to help us, including myself, more ignorant people, to lead us along the right path so we could come beyond this pandemic. That is my opinion. I mean, a lot of people had the theories. I just feel that, it's for high time we move along and take this as a reality of what is happening now. Basically, and sometimes we have to be responsible for the ignorant and the underinformed or misinformed, I should say.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Let us keep them going. The lines are still open. 457-1043. Now, what them. I sometimes you ever just want to say something but you just can't say it. You just really can't say it. Come on, man. Don't do me that. Anyways, all right, let's keep going. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Dave. How are you?
I ain't quite wake up yet, you know.
That's all right. Talk to me. You pick 1, 2, or 3. No straying.
Those what?
Do not stray.
You making it sound as though. Anyhow, listening to all of this, I am me. I don't know I want to make such a profound statement. COVID-19 has come about. It came as a big shock to a lot of us that even me, I am still wondering how this thing came about. I'm a person who is not afraid to say how I feel, whether society crucify me, destroy me, or whatever. And I love how the lady bring in God in all of this. It is a fact. We use God conveniently. We use God's name when certain things are happening to us. I have discovered that a long time ago. I have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And people get vexed to me, even one of my priests sent a message to me. I would say in the Anglican church, I must not say I'm not a Christian. Well, the thing is,
if I can say that, I am not me. I am not a Christian, and the reason for saying that, we love, some of us conveniently love to speak about Christianity, and we say we live in a Christian society here. But I would like you or whoever to show me a true Christian so that I can live or emulate that person, who say he or she is a Christian. Show me. Bring somebody for me as a good example. So COVID-19 came upon us. We have a prime minister. He made a puppy show of that in the beginning. And now, every single day, he's on radio, wherever, every opportunity. He's begging the nation to take vaccine. All they say, take vaccine. And the hurtful part about that, those who are employed, if you don't take the vaccine, you're walking off your job or something. I mean, come on. How could this be right? How could this be right? So, you want that bread and butter out in the mouth, so to speak. I am angry with this thing, I'm really, really angry because we have to follow. We have to follow what certain people say. Some of them can't live a life or live their life properly and to talk about God. Yes, they don't talk about God conveniently. And, people use the Bible because, the Bible is like a lot of us intentions in understanding the Bible. We are still confused about the Bible. Anyhow, why do I have to waste time? All I know, I am me, and if I believe in something, I will die. I will die with what I believe in. That's how and when I speak like this, I know I'm upsetting a lot of people. But I am me. If you're not you, that's your business.
All right.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
All right. Thank you very much, Dave. Have a good one. Have a good one now. All right. The phone lines are still open. Let me see how many minutes we have left. What time is it? It's 9:15 right about now. Let me just make sure better than sure. You know how it is right now. That. Okay. We have about 5 minutes. We got 5 more minutes. All right. Wait as I reload. Hold on now, man. You're thirsty.
But she need to understand that the government, if all the churches them open still right and close down all the bars and everything. So why you gonna talk about God when you already leave the church them open for people to pray and give day of prayer and all kind of stuff? Come on.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sister.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm saying people have a right.
Okay, caller, you are cutting out a lot, right? So I think that you could either reposition yourself or try to call from a different number because I'm not hearing you at all.
All right, you hearing me?
I'm hearing you now. You want to try?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I think people have a right to choose whether or not to take the vaccine.
Okay.
They shouldn't be forced to take it and they shouldn't have to lose their job.
Okay.
And I think people need to stand up for what they believe in. If they believe they ain't supposed to take the vaccine, they need to stand up and don't be forced. Because right now, the government is threatening them.
Mm-hmm.
But you see in a card game, there's a thing named bluff. And every time I listen to the government, they kind of dictating to you why you should do. Oh, you're only taking the vaccine when you want to go foreign. Mm-hmm. Who is them to tell you when to take vaccine? And then they will come around and start to beg and tell you, please take the vaccine. That is what they should do from the start. Don't insult you and then come in and begging you. You know, that is their thing I noticed. They always insult you first, and then they come around and they beg. All right. Another thing is,
go ahead.
I want to congratulate the police department. I don't know whether Georgetown, because how they catch 3 animal thieves That's a big relief to farmers.
Praise the Lord.
I hope that when they go to the court, that they don't just get with scot-free. They need to spend a lot of time in prison and rehabilitate. Rehabilitate that when they come out, they don't do the same thing again.
That
you know,
is true.
you got to give Jack the jacket. And
But-
if
but-
they go after these guys, they could catch them. Because we got to look at the restaurants that's buying these meat out of bucket. Anytime a guy come and selling a meat out of bucket, you need to call the police. Because that is what they do. They thief your meat, they put it in bucket and they come and sell it.
Okay. And, well,
You know, and people got to know what they're eating.
mhm.
You don't, everything pop up. Restaurant, food selling, they don't know where you're getting the meat from.
True, true.
A lot of thieves, they about thieving people animals
Yep, yes, sir.
and selling it to the restaurant. The restaurant, them have to be accountable.
Everybody who's
You know?
playing a part in this. All right, okay.
Everybody got to play a part.
All
And
right.
that is the only way the farmers could get the protection. All right.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. All right, have a wonderful day. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Phone lines are still open. You still have the opportunity to share your views. You pick one out of the three. You pick two or you pick three, and let us run with it. All right. Let me see. All right, here's another one. Here is another one. After this, 1 more minute.
Good morning, Crystal,
Morning, morning.
and to the Extreme family. I sit back here listening to all your comments. I listen to the lady quite attentively, and I 100% behind her because I don't think no one supposed to force anybody to take vaccine and to let them lose their work. We are in the hands of God. We are not in the hands of Pharaoh, right? Vaccine cannot save us. We take it, we will still die. We don't take it, we still will die. So God had the final say. Not Ralph Gonsalves and his colleagues, not the doctor and his colleagues, but God had the final say. We'll lean not to our own understanding, but put our trust and hope in God.
All right, thank you. 1 more minute before we take a break. Now or never, or now or another day. Now or never. I must stick with now or never. Now or never. All right, final one. Hello, good morning.
Final one. Blessed good morning, Christian.
Good morning, Rasta.
In this morning and the
Me good this
soldier man
morning.
and I'll big up all who's there. And all, you know, your whole team, because we're not here fugitive again, but enough respect wherever you are, hurricane man, you know?
Yes, please. Big up,
Enough
respect.
blessing. You know, but sometimes, as you say, knowledge is given to man to do what is right for this creation, right? And knowledge given to man to make things to help human being, you know, and they make things to even help animals. So sometimes when things get this kind of way, and you have to get treatment to help you, hey, yeah, you got to put your trust in the Almighty God to give you life. And also to give him knowledge to make things to help you also, because the doctor them is there, you know. Because if the doctor them wasn't helping no one, you know, we wouldn't be here, you know. A lot of people wouldn't be here. So people, you know, say things in any kind of, you know, way they want to say. But hey, remember, the Almighty is there, and I do think sometimes when disease comes around, and then try to make a cure the sickness, I do think people should have more positive inspiration about it. Because if wasn't this vaccine, right? Mm-hmm. Look, before they make this vaccine, millions of people were dropping down and dying. And then after people start to take it, then it start to, you know, less people start to die. So we have to look at all kind of ways in these things, and just, you know, blah, 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 and say, well, God is, you know, but God gives you knowledge, and if you not use your knowledge, what will happen to you? You know?
Okay.
So anyhow, enough respect. That's all I really got to say. Man have to think right.
Yes,
and do
sir.
what is right for us.
All right.
bless
All
you.
right. Thank you so much. Okay. And one more response on Facebook. Good morning, Crystal. In my humble opinion, they said the government should not force people to take the vaccine. It's their body. Then again, it's the government's job. They have a right to tell you you can't work if you're not vaccinated. And final response on this one before we take the break. Good morning. Your body, your choice. Their job their choice. All right? So we're going to end this segment. It is 21 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour. When we come back, I feel like I want us to go there this morning, boy. I wanted to go there this morning. I'll leave that for another day. But I think we should touch on what is happening in Jamaica for just a bit, where secondary school is now 7 years long. I feel that one in my side, boy. For all the students who were hurried to get out of high school after 5 years, I feel it for you. Ooh, Lord have mercy. All right, we're gonna end